Wanda, and I am a native of Raleigh, and I think I have lived my entire adult life in District C. That is part of my passion for running for District C as a city council candidate. I have three, at times, wonderful children, Passion, Shekinah, and Cortland, and the Lighthouse is not a strange place to me. There have been many community events that I have advocated here about, specifically behind police accountability. That is kind of like where I got my start for advocacy. In District C, there is a disparity in how police patrol our area, and in the organizing community they talk about broken windows policing, and what broken windows policing is it talks about communities that are poor or communities that are poverty ridden and how they over police in those areas. And that's what we find in District C, is over policing in these areas, and we have candidates that are running on a slate for District C that are afraid to talk about the issues. And that's why I'm running for District C. But I know today's topic is about happiness, and we also have some other problems in District C because our parks and our recreation centers are being underfunded. And then that affects our children. So when we want to do what Dr. D. Nice says and go out and get some sunlight, we have parks that are broken, parks that don't have the amenities for our children. But if we go to North Raleigh, we see that they have all the amenities and everything that looks beautiful to their children, and their children can have a happy life. When we go to our parks in District C, the swings are broken, the equipment is outdated, and those type of things. So that's what I stand for. Those are the things that are a part of my platform. And running for District C is back investing in District C. District C has been left destitute for a long period of time. The last two council members, I think, were more in love with titles than they were with their community. And that's something that I want to bring to change, because the last two District C members were actually mayor pro tem. So once you become a mayor pro tem, then you're more concerned about the city as a whole. When you are a District C council person, you focus on your district and make sure that your district and everybody in your community gets what they need. Not what they want, but what they need. And we see that there is a tale of two cities, because when you come to Southeast Raleigh, it looks totally different from Northeast Raleigh. And that's something that we have to straighten out. And I think that once elected to office, because I'm speaking it into the atmosphere, but once elected into office, one thing I want to do is place a racial equity lens on how we look at this city, because everybody is not represented. And Zainab has talked about it several times. We've never had a woman of color, let alone a black woman, on city council at all, ever. And that's just unacceptable. It's 2019. We need to step up to the plate and be measurable and accountable for those things. So we need to talk about racial equity. We need to talk about racism that's still happening. We need to talk about Islamophobia. We need to talk about all those issues that are here, current, and present in our communities. And how do we come together and say Raleigh is for all and not just y'all? So, so my slogan for my campaign is, I'm just someone just like you. So I know the topic is happiness. So one of the things I want to work on is what our current councilman promised and has not delivered yet, and that is just sidewalks, bus shelters, and working on our community centers, making sure that our kids have Wi-Fi for the after-school programs, making sure that their gyms have air conditioning so that they can go there in the afternoons and they can play and be comfortable. Those are the type of things that make that in our community, specifically the black community, that we lack, because our kids can't go to those areas and do those things and be happy and comfortable and be healthy, as Dr. D. Nice was talking about. Those are some of the things that we miss, and those are just necessities. They're not even wants, they're needs. We need to have those things in place to make our lives normal. So those are some of the things I specifically want to work on, and those are low-hanging fruit. I don't see why he couldn't have done that in 4 years that he's been in office, but when my 2 years come, those are a couple of the things that I will tackle, because they're low-hanging fruit. And you only have a 2-year term, so the low-hanging fruit is what you want to reach for, and then you can look for a long-term vision. Thank you all for your time. And